All right. Hello, everyone. This is part one of the lessons about cryptocurrencies. But first and foremost, I would love to introduce myself as to who I am and where do I come from and what am I doing for living and something like that. My name is Bishop Mangani. I am 25 years of age. I come from the village in Giani, Limpopo, originally from South Africa. I do cryptocurrency and forex trading for a living, which by its digital currencies and its the online businesses. I happen to be having 2 years in the platform currently. Um, One other things that I would love to explain is how do people participate in cryptocurrencies, but these are most fundamental things that mean people need to understand and then need to digest before they partake into such things. There are more risky involved and there are more scams involved in here. But this part of the videos is how I want to share testimonies and how I want to educate my fellow brothers and sisters around the world who are going to participate and maybe who want to start their online businesses based on those two platforms. Firstly, I would like to start in this video. I would like to start about explaining the background as to what is cryptocurrencies and when did it start and the future about it and what is forex trading and when did it start and as well as the company that I'm doing with. Now, what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is digital money. It's a peer-to-peer system whereby it's controlled in the blockchain system, and it's not controlled by any state or government. You cannot able to touch, hold, or you cannot able to feel the cryptocurrencies. This means cryptocurrencies only happen online, whereby you can able to send money from one country to the other without any limitation and without any control of anything that might involve in terms of obstructions and restrictions. Now, uh, who started? The question can come, and who started these things? I mean, this is a friendly talk whereby I'm able to communicate and teach you guys as to how do you participate and how do you minimize the scams that are already going online and they are already taking people's money. Cryptocurrency is in a good way. Many people they talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a popular weight of cryptocurrency. Remember, cryptocurrency is just a covering weight or umbrella weight that covers a lot of cryptos, a lot of coins that are created under the weight cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin it form part of it, which is as well as Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, and Koi, and many others. Now, who started cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency started in 2008 back then by the guys on a group of guys who are Satoshi Nakamoto. But the reason behind that is because those guys they are not known even today. Why? Those are Chinese. The information when you read it says they are Chinese, and these Chinese guys, no one can able to point them for security reasons. You will understand me. You will understand and believe with me. Those who have done research and maybe who are still going to do research about how and why are they not known today, because they are fearing for them for their lives. Many countries can able to terminate their lives. That is why one cannot able to identify as to who is this people and who is this person, but they are Chinese guys. But now when we look at the development and the improvement of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, let me be specific as well because I'm wearing the Bitcoin cap now. It comes as a way whereby many people now that started participating. Bitcoin is expensive, and many shops and many vendors that are busy accepting bitcoins, and many companies, big companies, are able to participate, and in that way, these are many ways of now inform a mode of exchange. Let me just break it down like this. In the olden days when the money started, let's talk about where it started, the money part, because you need to understand first where the money started and where the world is going in the digital space. All right, but that I can able to explain in a minute. Now let's look at this. Many economy is changing to an extent that we are changing everything online, and that's where many people need to adapt and start making their businesses online as well, and their marketing as online as well, and also to and advance themselves in terms of this knowledge. Now let's talk about money. In South Africa, when I can able to reverse back and talk about what happened before the paper money that we have and the plastic money that we have. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about in the olden days when people started to arrive, when the investors, let me say like that, started to arrive in South Africa or a part of the world. They started by introducing what we call the trade. I mean, trade in a simple way, it's called buying and selling of goods. That was called in terms of money. There was no money back then, but this money came to be changed in a form of now. They used to take our let me say the old and grandfathers and mothers. They used to have what we call in a barter system. A barter system, it's way of exchanging through goods. You exchange, you get an item, let me say for instance a mirror, and they give me, they take the cows or something like that. Now that form of money change, that form of buying change, we went to the coin system whereby it went to the penny money. You know, penny, it used to exist a lot in back then, but no one can able to now these days and say you can be able to value penny or something like that. But this is really to show that currencies are not forever, and if currencies are not forever, this simply means even our modern standard that we're using now, it's not forever. Listen to this. And back then, when the penny now started to be in a fashion in terms of modelization of money, in terms of buying and exchange of goods, you buy bread, they give you a penny, they buy anything sweet or something like that, you used to exchange. That was correct and fine. But the time changed. And the time changed, the government now decided to exchange or change in better way to introduce the silver coins and the brown coins of 50 cents, of your 1 rands, of your 2 rand, or anything, something like that. Those coins, still they're still valuable now, but there's something that is no longer valuable. Let's say for instance you go to a particular shop, and this particular shop you take out your money, and they give you a lot of coins, because after the coins what happened is that they changed to a paper money. All right, a paper money, it's and anyone around the world can able to use paper money. All right, when people are using paper money, let's say for instance you go to a particular shop, or you want to buy some fries, you want to buy anything, chips or snacks or something like that, and they give you a lot of coins in terms of change. Believe me, you are not going to be excited, right? Yes. Why? Because currencies will never be forever. Currencies will never be forever. And now we are in a space of plastic money. What is plastic money? Plastic money can be your bank card, any form of buying through bank card. Let me talk about the grants. You know, some other governments in the other continents, they have social grants, like in South Africa, like in other part of the world, whereby they can able to pay the old pensioners money from the government in terms of commissions as well for their survival. Now this money, most of the government now, they're saying for people to get money from the government on hand, what they can do, they must change to a mode of now of plastic money. That was to advance the technology, that advance the way of protecting. And in that manner, what happens is that they used to now, everyone, all the old guys and old grandmother and old fathers and all our sisters and brothers, now they're no longer going to get cash on their hands. What they do is they go to their ATMs, Capitec, FNB, or any other. But now let's talk about this. This is where I want to explain a bit. Now let's talk about what is happening currently. In part 2, I'm going to emphasize more as to how to buy cryptocurrencies and how do you involve in that. But now there's what we call smart and fourth industrial revolution. This fourth industrial revolution is talk about the online money. Online money, I explained before in my introduction that it's based on cryptocurrencies. You buy online. You own money online. You have a different form of a wallet, which I'm going to explain in part 2. What is those wallets and how can you able to find it, and how can you be able to buy cryptocurrencies, and how can you able to participate in such a thing. So in part 2, I'm going to explain more as to how are we going to participate. But now, there are most of shops whereby you can able to scan money, not using your own bank card, not using anything in form of hard cash. You can able to buy any products that you can able to have in smartphone. I know in Sandton, South Africa, there's a ATM machines, and in most part of the world. Please, now in part 2, we're going to explain more how one participate in able to in order to have these kind of cryptocurrencies. But let me give you this so you can able to think hard. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, you can able to print it or mine it in your own house. The difference is the old mining and the current mining. Thank you.